With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Bisons of Brooklyn. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Tank Dell to return it from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Stroud to throw it. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Here we go, Jack. Craps all 80. Ready.
Stroud off the play fake. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started, because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number, and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Straight ahead, ETN. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, Lawrence. And he He's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Will Anderson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him? They were on him in a hurry.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
A bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. The kick by McManus is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10, it's Pierce. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
A throw out wide to Woods, complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
60 Bisons, 60 Bisons. Let's go.
Caught left side, here's Dell. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. coming after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10. As Stroud now to throw. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
79 Broncos. Go.
Stroud now on 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Nico Collins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Man in motion is Agnew. On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. They'll get this down to the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Hey, let's go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw.
This complete to Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
ETN up the middle. Brought down at the 20. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal.
That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by McManus is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready, set.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Throwing now is Stroud. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. On first and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Hey, Lion.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. Now Lawrence.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, he obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Man in motion is Agnew. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Andrew Wingard.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
At the 10-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a give to Etienne. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Lawrence's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
So the completion good for just 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Let's go.
2nd and 7. Running out of the gun with Etienne.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. And they're going to speed things up here.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around. On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
They go play action with Lawrence.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A give to Etienne running right.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
2nd and a couple. Now Lawrence to throw.
A short throw to Ingram. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, it's Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
3rd and 5. Stroud.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Agnew now to return. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. What a run that was. 88 yards on the punt return.
And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to them.
Hey, Jupiter. Hey, I'm gun.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
To the right side and caught by Dell.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This 2nd and 4.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60.
Stroud looking to throw.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown.
Nico Collins.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bisons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Fighting ahead at the 15.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
On play action, Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here's Lawrence.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Photo run show Fatukasi there on the tackle.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Now here's Stroud on third down.
And it's intercepted. Oh, some strong running.
And the Jags are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On first down, Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 51 yards.
And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Stroud to throw it. That'll be caught left side by Woods.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And touchdown.
Nico Collins.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Bisons are back within a score.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A handoff for Etienne. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Lawrence. Under pressure, they got him again. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
Here comes 2nd down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
This is 1st and 10.
Come 19! Come 19! 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Ready?
Stroud to throw it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Here's 2nd down.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
Stroud.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Go!
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Ready, ready?
Stroud sets up the play action. Into the hands of Singletary.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check that, street.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big set.